Amen. What it is, this is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go the Cash App. $ Deem by any means. Show your boys some love, y'all. Show me some love. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all see that heart with that $? Well, that's the super chat. You can press that at any time your heart desires. Say it with me, y'all. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated, y'all. I sat back quietly, handling business, watched, and waited. Y'all all owe me an apology too. All of you, my fellow Shakur Stevenson fans, my fellow Devin fans, the Loma Tio, you name the fan base. I don't really care at this moment. The only thing that I am here to address in this video, I told y'all they needed Gervonta Davis, not the other way around. This is why B-sides should not try to be A-sides. Look at Devin. BLK prom, huh? Remember we was asking where he gonna go? The Queen's bed. We didn't even think BLK. We would have took TMT as a more serious option than that. But you never know. BLK prom got Greg Hackett and Brian Norman Sr. Got Deontay Wilder for his comeback against who knows. So maybe Devin and Greg Hackett got to be on the same card. Who knows? Shout out to my man Greggy, man. But the one thing that I do know is y'all tried to act like, see, this is so funny. Devin Shakur fans was telling me, Dean, we don't care about the A-side, B-side until they fighter is the A-side. When it came to Frank Martin, Shakur Stevenson fans cared about him being the A-side. When it comes to Tio, Loma, Ryan Garcia, y'all cared about the side the man you was representing was at that time. But when it comes to Gervonta Davis, y'all don't care about A-side, B-side no more then. And I told y'all why that was so idiotic is because they can make their biggest bag fighting Gervonta Davis, not vice versa. They don't offer Gervonta Davis his biggest bag ever, but he offers them their biggest bag ever. Period. Devin, all the Devin pay-per-views besides the one with Ryan flopped. And that even flopped even bad because the numbers was pretty good, but the business was terrible. Shakur Stevenson, enough said. Eddie has not put him as the main event. He hasn't been on pay-per-view, and he's the co-main. There's no way you telling me Gervonta Davis needs him because y'all was saying Tank can't get fights, and neither can these other guys, obviously, because Shakur would not be fighting Kid Austin if that was the case. Devin would have been found an opponent. It wouldn't be on BLK prom fighting Adrian Broner if it was just Gervonta Davis. The reason why Tank can't get no fights because these other two gentlemen are not trying to fight him right now. That is why. There's no way. I don't care how much you like Shakur Stevenson. He's the co-main. You can't convince me that Tank needs him more than he needs Tank. That's when you're going to show your bias. If you even try to act like they're on the same playing field. And that's my problem. Tell the guy you like Shakur. Because that's what I tell him. Shakur, if you get offered $5 million to fight Tank, you need to just take it. That's more than you're getting anywhere else. And you're going to get back in. There's no reason why going out of this fight, Lamont Roach and Frank Martin should be on the same level money-wise as Shakur Stevenson and devinhaney, and you could go check their purses and add it up. There's no, because it ain't like Frank Martin and Frank Roach wasn't getting paid prior to ever fighting Gervonta Davis. Like, Frank Martin was going to get $1 million to fight Shakur. Shakur was only going to get 1.2, 1.5 or 2 mil, something like that. It's not like it was this big drastic thing. Devin and Shakur just started making big money. They last 7 fights, 6 fights probably. They just started making big money. How you know that that's true? Because look at Keyshawn Davis, where his name is at. He's not making that type of money. They was in the same situation. We thought Devin was making more money than he was, and then it come to find out that he wasn't. And Bill, you let Bill tell it, everybody robbing these fighters. So let me go off of that word. You want to know one fighter I know not getting robbed, though? Gervonta Davis. Look at the landscape right now. Devin, you don't know what's going on with him. T.O. did all of this litigations and all of this nonsense just to fight Sabril Matias, a fight he could have took that would have been much bigger last year, but he didn't want to take that fight either. Then you got Shakur Stevenson, and that's my guy. But he's the co-main. He's not headlining. He hasn't got a fight under Eddie Hearn where he is the headliner. He hasn't brought it back to his hometown. He hasn't been on pay-per-view or any of that. And he ain't been able to get the fights that he wants either. But y'all was telling me that Gervonta Davis need to give up something. If anything, y'all, if y'all would have told them, the guys that listen to me, they would have had more leverage less. This year, 2025, if Shakur Stevenson has a bad performance against Kid Austin, he has zero leverage. And y'all, all my fellow Shakur Stevenson fans, people I even really rock with, y'all understand how much is riding on this fight, right? If he goes out and has a Delos Santos and Arthur performance, whether I dislike it or not, it ain't about Dean at that point. I don't expect them to go in there and just be knocking people out and doing all of this stuff. I don't expect that. What I expect from Shakur Stevenson is him to outpoint you. That's what I expect. However he does that, I don't care. I just know that that's what he does. And I respect and like what he does. Because you can't just like one style of boxing. Then you don't like all of boxing. You like a particular style of boxing, which is fine. That's your prerogative. I like all styles of boxing. Any style of boxing could be my favorite fighter. Just depend on how he package it up. That's all you got to do is put it in the right packaging. Shakur Stevenson is not putting it in the right packaging right now. You see what Richardson did against Poirot? That's putting it in the right packaging. It went 12 rounds too. But people wasn't saying it was a boring fight and this, that, and the third. So if Shakur Stevenson has an Arthur or Delos Santos performance where people come out of there saying, that Kid Austin did way better than I thought. Kid Austin almost won that fight. If there's any type of argument at all, that's terrible for Shakur Stevenson in his career. Then he has zero leverage with Gervonta Davis. None. Finito. Zilch. Listening to y'all, I might add. Dean, why you be... No, I'm trying to tell a man to get y'all to not criticize him. Y'all just don't want to criticize him because you love him to death. You're from Jersey or whatever. That's probably a reason why. I don't care. My point is, y'all not giving the young man the right advice. Shakur, stop talking as much. Stop talking like a knockout artist. You're not a knockout artist because then when you go in there and don't knock the guy out, they're going to be on your head after the fight. This is 1 + 1 = 2. I don't tell Shakur to do the stuff he's doing. I don't tell Devin to do the stuff that they do. I just talk about what they do. And y'all, I got real information about when it comes to Shakur from first-hand sources that I won't even put out ever. But like I predicted, Shakur, I'll just say this. Shakur doesn't have the best people around him. Shakur does need to humble himself a lot more. Shakur needs to take control of his career. I'm going to just leave that at what it is. And I got first hand. I'm talking about it ain't a boxing content creator that got this first-hand information. I promise you that one. There ain't a boxing content creator that got this firsthand information. And if I told Shakur Stevenson what I knew, he would know that only somebody that's very, 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 not boxing close to him, family close to him would know this. Only his family would know this. I doubt Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward knows this. Just putting that out there. And that's my guy. And it disturbed me, and I wasn't happy about hearing it or any of that. It just is what I figured. That's all. I could tell. When they told me this, I already knew this. I just didn't want that part to be true, but it is. So all this goes to show you, y'all, is they need Gervonta Davis way more than he needs them. Because without Gervonta Davis, they not being main events. They not getting the fights they want. They not getting the money they want. They're not their prestige is not going up. Actually, their popularity is taking a hit. Shakur Stevenson goes out here, and this fight is anything close. He's going to get crucified for it. I'm telling y'all now. Devinhaney come back against Adrian Broner and don't wash Adrian Broner. He's going to get his career. Devin's career could be over after that. And the sad part about it, if AB really go hard, he really could come make it a close fight. I'm going to just be all the way I want it with you. So y'all already know what this is, though, right? Dame by any means. And I holla at y'all.